With the week ahead report and morning report. It's currently Monday the 12th of December on quite a wet and windy day in Sydney. Righty-ho, look, interesting and a lot of volatility, particularly over in Europe, but we came up with a plan, the market liked it, and the Dow actually had a good rally, which was quite encouraging. The Dow closed up 186 points, up 1.55%, with the S&P up 1.69%, and the Nasdaq up 1.94%. All in all, well, look, it appears a little bit of headway, which is good. Those keystones we've talked about over the last couple of weeks are so important in terms of euro, in terms of them to get out of the malaise that they're currently in. Obviously, the ramifications throughout the globe are quite significant if they can't get their stuff together. Anyway, let's have a quick look, a recap on what happened. And remember, this week's going to be very important not only for what's happening in Europe, but also what's happening in America in terms of the amount of data. We've got a lot of data out, particularly Thursday and Friday night. Tier 1 data on Thursday is the PPI, capacity utilization, etc., and Tier 1 data on Friday is the all-important CPI. Very important, more importantly, because we had that data out of China on Friday, which suggested that the inflation certainly not only under control, but in a scary sense, it's actually falling too far too quickly. So that's something to keep an eye on. Anyway, let's get through and have a little bit of a recap as to what's happened. And as you can see, the Dow was relatively strong there, which was good. Euro turned around, up 2.38%, reversing those losses. FTSE was up only a fraction. Remember, more concerns in the UK, particularly concerning a rift in the UK government. UK coalition could see a little bit of a party fall-up breakout there as a result of Cameron not deciding to support the 27-nation fiscal reform package. That is a little bit of an issue there that might apply more pressure to the UK. FTSE did have a strong night though, but not as much as the others. CAC was up 2.48%. The DAX was up 1.91%, so quite encouraging on that front. Having a look now at just the local market to see how we're going to open this week. And you can see really that the Arla market opened up 73 points, so quite a strong opening. Closed on Cycom up 73 points, 4,262. Let's hope we've got that Christmas rally we've been egging on for. We've got the next couple of weeks, so we'll stay close to that. Okay, let's have a look at the commodity markets now. And you can see that regardless of what's occurred, not too much strength in the commodity sector. The commodity sector is not that convinced that we have the right keystones in play. Brent crude was up 51. West Texas crude was up 1% at 99.41. And as you can see, that certainly that spread continues to come in. So that's not too bad for those that still have it. Looking at the agricultural market, cotton was down 90.43, exceptionally volatile there. Wheat was down 1. Sugar was down 73. Soybeans down 25, quite a large fall on the downside. 11.07 there. Market is not convinced this agricultural space yet is moving, so that to me is a bit of a concern. Obviously in the bulletin we have touched on it. Looking at, in copper up 5 3/4. We have talked about copper at length, particularly in the bulletins, and that's holding on to its gains. 355, need to take out 365 in order to see it onwards and upwards. Gold up a little bit, 17.16 in fact, opened up just slightly lower this morning. Silver, 32.25. Okay, as it is the week ahead report, let's go and see what we've got coming out in terms of economic numbers. Australia today, we've got trade balance, reasonably number. We need to see if we're doing the right thing, but nothing too onerous on that. Looking on to Tuesday, NBA business confidence and conditions, very important for Australia. And you've got the manpower report there, which is a preliminary on some of the education, some of the employment side. CPI in around Europe, quite a lot. The States, we've got advanced retail sales, so that'll be pretty important. FOMC rate decision as well, expected to remain unchanged. That's in the States. Moving on to Wednesday, we've got nothing too major unless we go to America. We've got import, a lot of data out in Japan. Moving through onto Thursday now, new motor vehicle sales in Australia. And as we go to the US, lots of data out. Producer prices, continuing claims, ticks, IP, capacity utilization, all very important. and we'll be certainly focused on those. We are expecting some reasonable numbers, some good numbers out of there, which should help to reinforce the equity market. Friday, Tier 1 data there in the States, CPI, that will be the key one to watch out, mainly because of the concerns we had in China. Well, I think they're concerns. At the moment, the market's sort of saying, well, look, everything's pretty good. Anyway, let's see how it goes. Let's have a few look at a couple of the markets now, and just some of the trends we've got. We're still on gold, but I am getting a little bit nervous. Stopping there around about 1690, break through this area, then down she goes. This sort of formation normally does suggest that if we do break this area here, 1705, then it does start to trade lower. Copper held it up very well, I think, given the uncertainty, and that rally back up there only suggests that it will. Dips will be supported, take out 365 we suggested, and up she goes. Crude, 99.81, and it sort of rallied a bit off that lows. More concerns in Iran, let's see what happens. That is the hot spot, as we know. So we've got a little bit of floor under there, so I'd probably suggest it back up to 102. And apart from that, let's have a quick look at that Aussie dollar. And that's bounced quite well off those lows there when we had that visit all the way down there to that 100.79. Dips to be supported, unsure on the Aussie at the moment, as with the dollar index. As you can see with the dollar index, 78.61, it's just marking time at the moment. And this sort of formation, relatively okay, I think, just because we're up here, but very hard to tell. Anyway, that's pretty much about it for the week ahead report. I hope everyone has a good week, and remember, just trade safely out there. The volatility is going to be with us for some time. That's it from me. Great day. Happy trading.